Hey, welcome back to Smart Money Insight. Today we're diving into a topic that's been making waves across the globe, the US-China trade war and the complexities of the US dollar's dominance. From tariffs to shifting alliances, this is shaping up to be one of the most defining economic battles of the decade. Let's break it down. So let's start with the big news. China has slapped a 125% tariff on US goods, a direct response to President Trump's 145% tariff roll. This is more than just numbers. It's a direct challenge to the US's aggressive strategy. Trump's tariffs aim to reshape the global economic order, but China is standing firm. The message from Beijing is clear: they won't be bullied. The trade war has already sent shockwaves through global markets. This is no small clash. It's a showdown between two economic giants with both sides digging in their heels. Trump claims world leaders are lining up to curry favor with the US, but let's face it, the reality doesn't match up. No meaningful agreements have been secured, and Trump's bravado feels more like self-aggrandizement, veiling deeper diplomatic failures. And the markets are reacting with brutal clarity. US Treasuries are facing a sell-off surge, with 10-year yields nearing 4.5%, and foreign holdings are dropping sharply. If this spiral continues, the US economy might be the one to buckle first. Imagine that. Trump could find himself seeking global support to calm a financial storm. But let's zoom out for a second and talk about the dollar. The narrative around the US dollar is riddled with contradictions. Trump's team promotes the dollar's global dominance, accusing other countries of freeloading off America's financial stability. Yet at the same time, they've pushed for tariffs threatening 100% duties on any movement toward de-dollarization. The hypocrisy is glaring. Here's the kicker. After the collapse of the Bretton Woods system, the dollar lost its intrinsic claim as the world's currency. The US has kept it afloat using petrodollars, suppressing the euro and crushing any challenges. But now we're seeing cracks in this system. Trump's advisors are even floating ideas to charge countries holding US Treasuries or demanding direct payments to the US Treasury. This is where it gets absurd. Sure, small nations might comply for the sake of appeasing the US, but this won't shift the balance of power. The real battleground is with China, the EU, Canada, and Mexico. Without China, the US's vision of global manufacturing dominance is nothing more than a mirage. China's defiance is no surprise. After all, Trump's track record doesn't inspire much trust. His promises? Unreliable. Just look back at the 2018 trade war. Every concession led to even steeper demands. China knows that bending now would just embolden the US to take more. So, China's strategy? Stand firm. Chinese public sentiment is unified. This isn't just a political issue, it's a historic showdown. Social media in China pulses with resolve, no surrender, no concessions, and it's not just about the trade war. China's stockpiles are strong, and it has alternative sources for everything from rare earths to energy. The US, well, it's struggling. Now, let's talk about the global shift. Trump's tariff war is alienating US allies. The EU condemns US unilateralism. Japan and Korea are seeking economic autonomy. Even Canada is growing distant. And the partial retreat from some tariffs, that's just a sign of a rushed, incoherent strategy. Meanwhile, China's resilience offers the world a counterweight to US pressure. Nations are beginning to turn to alternatives, quietly pushing for regional currency networks. Dollarization is losing ground, and the cracks in the dollar's reign are becoming undeniable. Looking ahead, we're entering uncharted territory. Trump's dream of a quick victory is fading. With the US debt surpassing $36 trillion and the conflict in Ukraine still unresolved, the US might be in for a long, hard ride. In technology, China is rapidly closing the gap, especially in AI and 5G. America's lead in these fields is narrowing. Time is working against Trump. As US domestic stockpiles dwindle and living costs rise, the pressure is mounting. If the US continues down this path of isolation, it risks permanently destroying its reputation worldwide.